everyone, myself Dr. P. Ashok Babu, working as Professor and Head EC Department. In this video, I am going to discuss about the polarization. First, we will define what is a polarization and types of polarization. So here the polarization of a uniform plane wave refers to the time varying behavior of the electric field strength vector at some fixed point in a space can be defined as the polarization. So here I repeat the definition again once again. The polarization of a uniform plane wave refers to the time varying behavior of the electric field, field strength vector at some fixed point in the space. For example, a uniform plane wave traveling in the z direction with electric and magnetic vectors lying in the xy plane. If because the uniform plane wave traveling in z direction means we don't have the z component. It is having the both x and y components. If Ey is equal to 0 and Ex only is present, if Ey is equal to 0 and Ex only present, the wave is said to be polarized in the x direction. The wave is said to be polarized in the x direction. If both Ex and Ey are present and are in phase, the resultant electric field has a direction dependent on the relative magnitude of Ex and Ey. So therefore, the angle which this direction makes with the x-axis is tan inverse root of Ey by Ex, and this angle will be constant with time. So here we can observe the different types of polarization. A linear polarization, there are three types of polarization. First one is a linear polarization, elliptical polarization and circular polarization. So here, depending upon the times, here we can observe the different waveforms of the polarization. At first one, t is equal to 0, the t equal to t by 8, t equal to t by 4, t equal to 3t by 8 and t is equal to t by 2. At a different time intervals, the polarization direction will be different. If we observe the first two timing diagrams, at t equal to 0, the polarization, the linear polarization is here like this. And whereas for at t is equal to t by 8, the polarization will be just shifted like this. Okay, and if we observe that t equal to 0 and at t equal to 3t by 8, the polarizations will be completely opposite to each other. So here, first one is the linear polarization, second one is the circular polarization, second one is the elliptical polarization, third one is the circular polarization. So here we will define one by one. So here the direction of the resultant vector is constant. If the direction of the resultant vector is constant with time, the wave is said to be linearly polarized wave. I repeat the definition. The direction of the resultant vector is constant with time. The wave is said to be linearly polarized. So here, if both Ex and Ey are not in phase, that is, if they reach their maximum values at different times, then the direction of the resultant vector will vary with time. In this case, it can be shown that the locus of the endpoint of the resultant will be an ellipse, and the wave is said to be elliptically polarized wave. I repeat the elliptical polarized wave definition. If both Ex and Ey are not in phase, that is, if they reach their maximum values at a different instance of time, then the direction of the resultant electric vector will vary with time. So in this case, it can be shown that the locus of the endpoint will give a ellipse. Therefore, because the wave produced because of the ellipse is known as the elliptically polarized wave. In coming to the third one, in a particular case where Ex and Ey have equal magnitudes and a 90 degrees phase shift between the both Ex and Ey, then the locus of the resultant is a circle and the wave is circularly polarized wave. So these are three definitions of linear polarization, elliptical polarization and circular polarization. So here the electric field vector, here the electric field of a uniform plane wave traveling in the z direction, may be expressed in the phasor form as it is E of z equal to E naught into e power minus j beta z. E naught into e power minus j beta z, where E naught is some complex number which is having the both real and imaginary parts, and e power minus j beta z, where beta is a phase constant. And it can be expressed as we can express the same in terms of a time varying form. In terms of time varying form as the electric field in terms of time varying form. So here to express the electric field in terms of time varying form, we need to multiply the equation with e power j omega t. Therefore, already we have E of z is equal to, we have E naught into e power minus j beta z is there. So here we are converting the waving to a time varying form. Therefore, it is E of z comma t is equal to, here we are considering a real part. A real part into, it is E naught into e power minus j beta z into e power j omega t. E power j omega t. Therefore, it is real part of E naught into e power minus, if you take a common of j in the equation, omega t minus beta z. Omega t minus beta z. Since the wave travels in the z direction, E lies in the xy plane only, and E naught is a complex vector whose components are the complex numbers, or it is consisting of both real and imaginary terms. Therefore, we can express E naught as E naught equal to ER plus J into EI, where ER and EI are real vectors. So at some point in the space, let us assume Z equal to 0. Therefore, if you substitute Z equal to 0 in the above equation, therefore E of 0 comma t in place of Z, here I am assuming 0. E of 0 comma t is equal to real part of, in place of E naught, here I am writing ER plus J into EI into e power j omega t. Just substitute Z equal to 0, e power 0 equal to 1. Therefore, we have only e power j omega t term. And here E of 0 comma t is equal to, so here I am expressing, I am assuming the real part. Here e power j omega t is nothing but, so here it is ER plus j into EI is there. E power j omega t is nothing but cos theta plus j sin theta, or cos omega t plus j sin omega t. Cos omega t plus j sin omega t. You just multiply the equation, then it is ER into cos omega t, ER cos omega t plus ER into j sin omega t, and the third expression is, it is j into j minus j, j into j square is minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 into EI into sin omega t, then plus other term is j into EI into cos omega t. So here we need to assume the real part of the equation. Here if you assume the real part of the equation becomes ER cos omega t minus minus EI into sin omega t. So this is an expression after considering the real part of the equation. Therefore, here we can have E of 0 comma t is equal to ER cos omega t minus EI sin omega t. Now, we'll derive an expression for circular polarization. So, consider the case in which the x and y components of the electric field are equal in magnitude. If the y component leads the x component by 90 degrees, and if both components have the same amplitude, let us assume it is EA, then the electric field at z equal to 0 is given by a complex vector. It can be expressed as E naught is equal to x plus j, x cap plus j into y cap into EA, where EA is some amplitude. So see, it is same as the previous one. Now the corresponding time varying field can be expressed as, here we need to assume same as the previous one. Therefore, this E naught value, actually E of 0 comma z is equal to, here we need to assume E naught into e power j omega t. So here in place of E naught, here we need to write x cap plus j into y cap into e power j omega t, or x cap plus j y cap into cos omega t plus j sin omega t. Here we need to assume the real part of the equation. So here if you assume the real part of the equation, then E of 0 comma t is equal to x cap cos omega t minus y cap sin omega t into EA. So here if you compare the equations, from which if you compare the x component and y component, so here the x component is EA cos omega t. EA cos omega t, and the y component is EA sin omega t. Then here if you multiply the both x components, so here it is, if you multiply x component, it is EX square equal to EA square cos square omega t. If you multiply y component, EY square is equal to, it is EA square sin square omega t. If we add the two terms, EX square plus EY square is equal to, here it is EA square into cos square omega t plus sin square omega t. Cos square omega t plus sin square omega t equal to 1. Therefore, here we have the expression EX square plus EY square is equal to EA square. So here the equation represents a circle. Therefore, the wave will have the circular polarization. So here it is nothing but the right circular polarization. Similarly, you can find out the left circular polarization also. It is a left circular polarization. Similarly, you can find the right circular polarization also. To find out the right circular polarization, here we need to assume the phase difference. So here let us find out the right circular polarization. Assume E naught equal to x cap in place of positive. Here I am assuming negative, x cap minus jy into EA. So the reversal of the direction may be obtained by a 180 degrees phase shift between the both right and left circular polarizations. So this is about the circular polarization. Now we will find out the expression for elliptical polarization. So to find out the elliptical polarization, assume that the y component leads the x component by 90 degrees. Assume the y component leads the x component by 90 degrees. Such a field may be represented by a complex vector. It is E naught is equal to x cap A plus j into y cap B, where for both x and y, the amplitudes are different. In previous case, both are having the same amplitude. Now, we need to assume the different amplitudes for x and y components, where A, B are the some positive real constants. So, the corresponding time varying field is given by, same as the previous. We need to find out that E of 0 comma t is equal to, it is E naught into e power j omega t. To find out the time varying field, we need to multiply the equation with e power j omega t, and we need to consider the real part of the equation. Therefore, it is real part of the, in place of E naught, here I am writing x cap A plus j into y cap B. In place of e power j omega t, it is cos omega t plus j sin omega t. So here if we multiply the two equations, so here the first one is, it is x cap A cos omega t plus second one is j into x cap A into sin omega t, and the third one is j into y cap B into cos omega t minus j square minus 1. Therefore, it is y cap B into sin omega t. So here we need to consider the real part of the equation, and if we assume the real part of the equation, then we have the expression E of 0 comma t is equal to x cap into A cos omega t minus y cap into B sin omega t, and compare the x and y components. So here the x component is Ex is equal to A cos omega t, and y component is B sin omega t minus B sin omega t. Therefore, Ex by A, here I am writing Ex by A. For Ex by A is equal to, we have cos omega t, then Ey by B is equal to, here we have minus sin omega t. Just square the equation, square and add the two equations. So Ex square by A square equal to cos square omega t, and Ey square by B square equal to sin square omega t. If we add the two terms, then we have 1. So here the equation represents an ellipse. This equation represents the ellipse. So because the equation represents ellipse, it will provide elliptical polarized wave. So thus, an endpoint of E of 0 comma t, a vector traces out an ellipse. When the wave is said to be, then the wave is said to be elliptically polarized wave. So this is about the elliptical polarization. So just now we have discussed about what is the circular polarization, what is the linear polarization, and what is the elliptical polarization. So this is about the concept of polarization. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.